Okay, today is not really an unboxing. I own that watch for now 2 weeks now, so it's not wrapped up or anything like that. But I put it back into the box. Even the box is wrong. The AD gave me a large, supposed to be a medium. They have the small, the medium, and the large, and this is the L, Oyster L. This is usually for gold watches and stuff like that. That's not the case on this one. To make the long, this is the receipt. Basically, the large is very similar to the medium one, which opens up with a door. And the watch that I got about, that was 4 weeks now. Let me clean it 1 second. Okay. I've been wearing. We got all the baggies in there. This is the diver's extension, which I had it removed because here and there it will open. Sea Dweller has it. That's the Sea Dweller 42 with the red writing, 50th anniversary. Actually, I'm sorry, 43 millimeters. And okay. Still did not remove this sticker, and this sticker is falling off, but I'm trying to keep it as long as I can. I try to glue it back. The watch, I'm going to take my my Sea Dweller, my previous Sea Dweller that I'm wearing. That's the Sea Dweller 4000. That's the 116600. And you can see how it is without a date. You got the two watches now next to each other. Shame because the Sea Dweller 40 millimeter is so beautiful, but next to its big brother, it really looks anemic a little bit. I should do a wrist comparison. They actually, this is much wider too, look. The whole bracelet, this has the extension, diver's extension, but the whole bracelet's much wider also, and that's the improvement that they did on the new 43. Much more substantial, but it doesn't sit so high up on the wrist like the Deep Sea. Let's open the. Very carefully. not a fair comparison, but this is the engraved Sidwell. That's the 40, and everything's chunkier, much more substantial. There's a little dirt here, or oil, whatever it is. This is also engraved. The Sea Dweller line is the only line that I believe now Rolex engraves in the back, which is cool. This has the 31-35 movement. This has the 32-35 movement, which supposedly has been improved. For more shacks, everything is larger and inside, and they're both working fine. This is like half a second off a day, if that, and this is actually about a second and a half, a day. So in real life, this is more accurate at the time than this. I don't know if this is going to get better or not. Same type of action. So it's not like and that's it. Some overall impressions about the 43 50th anniversary 126600 versus the 116600 40 millimeter previous generation, limited production. I think that was only 2.5, 3 years of production on this one. I gotta admit that the 43, because it's wider and the lugs are like that on my 7.5 or 7.25 to 7.5 inch wrist, it wears much more comfortable. It just feels like more planted, and it hugs my my wrist better, the whole thing. Just like the end of my, it just sits much better than the 40, which it actually smaller and it pulls. It's more center, because the 40 millimeter is much, it's also heavy, but it's tall, like a top heavy. So it feels like top heavy when I move. It's a nice watch, and it's a very comfortable watch, but the 43 just feels, at least on my wrist, much better than the 40 ever did. It looks better, to be honest with you, the red lettering, and I even like the Cyclops, to be honest with you. You know, I really dig the no Cyclops here on the 40, because it reminded me of the no date sub in terms of balance on the dial. But, and again, it's not bad the way it feels on the wrist, but if I had to choose one, that would have been that one. Of course, I'm having both, so this is the watch that it will get more wrist time than over the 40. And that's it.